Well, hi everyone. This is Jilly Little Zen Crone. Good morning. It's probably getting close to afternoon actually, but it's Wednesday, so it's Tarot Wisdom Day. I've been thinking a lot about anger and its close cousin, frustration. And if you don't tune into my Monday morning Zen segment, I've been talking a lot about a book I've been reading over the last, almost 6 months now. I'm working it through with my Buddhist, I call it the Buddha Book Group. And it is called the Mindfulness Self-Compassion Workbook by Kristen Neff and I believe David Germer. Excellent book, life-changing. The chapter that we're reading about now is dealing with anger. Anger is like, it can come on like a spark that just ignites an entire situation, or it can kind of be a slow burn that happens over time. And I think that sometimes, well, no, not sometimes, always, it's how we react to anger that makes the difference. Now, I think we need to feel the anger, but I think we need to feel it through and really look at what's going on when we become angry or frustrated, because many times what we think we're angry or frustrated about is just the surface layer. And what Kristen Neff and David Germer are talking about is that we generally have unmet needs. That kind of the precipitating situation sort of triggers this unmet need. And I mean, think about it. We get angry or frustrated with our boss because they, tell us that we need to do something differently, or they give us some kind of correction. What's that really about? Well, probably a lot of us could say it's about our need for validation. We get angry at our spouse for doing something, or a partner for doing something. And, really what's that about? What's the underlying cause for that? So I thought today I would try, I've never done this before, I would try to do a reading about anger. And so this is a general reading. It's not going to be for everybody. Take what resonates with you, and then, just leave the rest. And if this does resonate with you, I would, spend some time with it. Spend some time. I always find it difficult to journal in the moment, but if I can give myself a half an hour, I can journal with it, or I can at least think about it rationally, right? All right, so I'm going to use the Gaian Tarot because I think that it's really healing. And for our last message, this is probably not going to be a big surprise to a lot of you. I'm going to use a whisper in the ear just because, again, I think it gives really nice messages and, not nice in the fluffy way, but really direct and on-point messages, but in a softer way, maybe. All right, so let me shuffle these. And let me see. I'm going to draw the first card. And I'm going to ask the question, what is this anger about? And the card that I got is the Seeker. So on a very basic level, this could be anger about trying to find something, seeking, being frustrated with, it could be, I don't know, misplacing something. I have misplaced the DVD remote, and I can't find it anywhere. I'm a little frustrated about that. This also could be frustration or anger because you're not where you are. You're not where you want to be. You can see the path in front of you, and you want to you want to go out there, but I would just reach for my coffee cup and it's not there. You want to go out there. You want to do something different, to be in a different place, to make a new start. And if this is the cause of the frustration or the anger, I'm going to say that something's preventing us from doing that. So let's look at that. What is preventing us from making this change? And I got the Nine of Fire, the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands in the Waite-Smith deck is actually the one where the man is standing with the bandage on his head and the wands are behind him. And so he is being blocked either through his mind, through his thinking, or there is something that's blocking him. And then this Nine of Fire, this is all about the chakras, so something definitely psychically or on a something in our chakra system is blocking us from moving ahead. And I'm going to say mostly when that happens, it's generally fear-based. Let's see what else we can get on what this, let's dig a little deeper on this anger and frustration. Six of Cups, Six of Water. Well, this would tell me that this that it's family related is what comes to mind. People that you it surrounds people that you know well and a memory. So there's something that you may be rehashing in your memory. Something that you either need to speak about or something that what's coming to me is more something that you need to like move through, swim through, like water, and let go of. So, how to let go? What is my best method of letting go? Ooh, well, this is one of those cards that comes up. So, how you can best let go. And the card that came up is 15. So this is normally the devil, and this is bindweed. And this is showing me that this is really, really oppressive, really tying you down, and it's got you in a place of almost paralyzation. So how to let go of that, how to move through the bindweed is to become unbound. Oh, and something just came to me. And so we've got the child of air. So communication, perhaps beginning to make a plan in your head. But what came to me when I saw this, the bindweed where we're all closed up, is something that Nadia Bolz teaches. Not part of this reading really, but definitely something that came to my mind. So intuitively I'm going to tell you. I don't know if any of you don't know who Nadia Bolz is. She is a kick-ass Presbyterian minister. She's from Colorado, but she did something that was life-changing for me in the area of forgiveness. And it was called Forgive the Assholes. And I will link it below. It's like a 2-minute thing. Basically what she says is, and okay, so whatever is binding you, whatever the situation is that you feel like you can't get out of so that you can move forward and get onto this other path, this concept can be used for that as well. So what she says is that when we're angry at someone or something and we are really having a hard time, we're bound up, we feel like we can't forgive, we can't move forward, what we want to do is look at forgiveness to that person, to ourselves, to whatever, not as an act of kindness, but as like bolt cutters, that we're saying this situation, if it's a person, what you did to me to hurt me is so heinous that I don't even want to be connected to it anymore. And you use the bolt cutters to cut yourself free. And that's what I'm getting from this. Because, you know, in the Waite Smith, of course, we see the chains. Here we've got, you know, this is, I'm just so caught up in this mess that I can't even move. I just can't even break myself free. And this card says, yes, you can. This could also be because, you know, a child is curious. So this could be starting to look at things from a different perspective, starting to just take the first steps at making a plan. All right. Now I'm going to shuffle the Whisper in the Ear Oracle, and I'm going to ask, what can I do for myself today? How can I be compassionate to myself today? How can you be compassionate and start to have this childlike curiosity. Get yourself to the point where you can come out of that tied upness of anger and really start to see things from a different light. All right. I'm sorry, I got it caught. Okay, time for you. So, many times when we are caught up in anger or frustration, I'll speak for myself. What I want to do is talk to somebody else, and preferably somebody who's going to be on my side. So the phone thing starts, you know, I'm either texting or I'm telephoning, you know, do you know what that, you know, and what we really need to do is to spend time with ourselves. And that means spending time maybe in meditation, or maybe in a bubble bath, or maybe taking a walk, maybe journaling, maybe reading something. But spending some contemplative time just for you. It might mean getting away for just a day or a couple of hours or a weekend. But getting ourselves away and out of this so we can see a new perspective. And if we can get ourselves out of this, we can just start to see things differently, and start to come up with some ways to communicate our needs, and also make a plan, because swords are about thought and about communication, and so about strategy, right? So we can start to come up with a strategy to help ourselves out of this feeling of anger and frustration. Well, I hope that this helped you. I hope that it helped somebody. It certainly, it did help me. I always, you know, the cards don't lie, and I think the cards, there's 78 possibilities, and then if you use an oracle deck, jeepers, so much more possibilities for new insights and new answers, right? So I do hope that this helped you and gave you some insight. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I will see you next Wednesday for Wednesday Tarot Wisdom. And until then, take care, everyone. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Take care. Bye-bye.